Hello and welcome to another video. Hope you are all well. As you can see from the picture in front of you, it is a garden hose tap we're going to be replacing today. And I've ordered this tap from Temu, and I'm going to see if this tap is any good, if the quality is okay, and because the price is not much, let's see how it goes. So first of all, I have located the isolation valve for the water going to the garden hose tap. Turn it off. Then I have turned the garden tap fully on, the old one, so any water comes out of the tap, and to make sure that it's all isolated. Right, then I've grabbed an adjustable spanner and twisted or turned the tap out of its threads anti-clockwise, and on the thread you can see the old PTFE, the white one. What I'm removing now is my existing tap connector, which has got 3/4 inch threads inside. This is the tap which I ordered from the retailer, from the shop, you can see, and the price you can see as well. And what does this actually look like? It comes with some sort of PTFE tape, the sealing tape, and the tap itself is in this packaging. Let me remove it out, and looks okay. The tap looks actually good. It's heavy, it's proper brass, it's good weight on the tap, so it's not cheap plastic or lightweight metal. So it's good. So what I'm doing now is I am connecting the first thread of the tap. This I try to do on all the garden hose taps. What this does is that from this starting point, the very first thread which is attached to the connection, then I turn it clockwise as if I'm tightening it, just to give you an idea how many turns it takes for the tap to fully go home into the thread. So it goes about 5 turns and 1/4 on top of 5 turns, okay? So let's undo it and put some PTFE tape on it. So this is what has come with the tap. Looks okay. Let's say the quality, it looks quite transparent, so it's not very thick, and I'm not really helpful with the quality of this PTFE tape. One thing to remember, whenever you're putting PTFE tape on any thread for any taps, any connections, you go clockwise onto the thread. You keep the PTFE tape flat, don't make it into a thread, keep it flat and turn it clockwise onto the thread. So when you're tightening the thread into a female connection, the tape is further tightened into the thread rather than opposite side and becomes undone if you do it anti-clockwise. Okay, so I've put the PTFE tape on the thread. It was not much. It went about 10 turns and then it ran out. So by doing this, what I'm doing on the screen, I have smoothed the PTFE onto the thread so it doesn't start to come off. So again, the first thread I'm looking for, it's connected onto the first thread. Now see how many turns it will go until it starts to feel tight. So a guideline is that on the second or maximum third turn, you should not be able to turn it by hand. Okay, it should become so tight on the second or maybe third turn that you would need a spanner to tighten it fully home, which is about 5 turns. But on this, or with this PTFE tape, it went in all the way 5¼ turns with hand. I didn't need a spanner, so it was quite loose. It was going to leak and it was going to become loose very quickly if I left it like this. So I'm using the PTFE tape which I use on these type of work plumbing fittings. So now I am wrapping about 12-15 turns of PTFE onto the thread, again clockwise. I've broken it off and I've again smoothed it onto the threads, okay, so it doesn't start coming off even before I start to put it into the thread. Okay, PTFE is smoothed out. Now again, the first thread goes in. Now 5 turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth one was a little bit tight, but not as tight as I would like. It's not going to leak even if you leave it there, but with the slightest of push anti-clockwise, the tap can very easily start to become loosened. Okay, because I didn't need a spanner, it can get undone just by the push of a hand. Okay, so hence I've removed the tap out of the situ again. I'll put further about 15 turns of PTFE onto the thread, smoothed it out onto the thread, and then we'll see. As I said at the start, it should start to become stiff on the second or third turn. So it seems like it is now becoming stiff, and I am having to put a bit of force for it to get tightened with hand. So it's gone about 2½ turns with hand. Now I'm going to use the tap wrench or the spanner to tighten it fully home. Okay, so I think it's the third turn. Was it the third or the fourth? So this is fourth, yep, and then onto the fifth. So it is, as you can see, I'm having to push it and tighten it with a bit of force. Now I'm trying to bring it into its final position straight. The handle is straight, it's not at an angle, and it is so tight, or tight enough that it's not going to start becoming loose while you're just using the tap. Okay, so turned the valves off on the tap and went back to the isolation valve, which was behind the wall inside, turned the tap on, the cold water tap onto the tap, quickly went outside to see if it's on or off. Obviously we left it off. We turned the lever on and the water comes through. It's absolutely fine. No leaks from the threads which we put in. Okay, good pressure coming out from the first side of the tap. The tap at the back, that works fine as well. Let's put some tap connectors on. Let's remove the tap connector which has come with the tap. The difference, something which is slightly different, is that the thread which is with the tap, it's only 1/2 inch. Whereas to connect the garden hose tap connectors, we need a 3/4 inch thread. Okay, so this is what comes with a garden hose tap connector, and it's inside, it's got 1/2 inch thread, and outside, as you can see below, it's a 3/4 inch thread. So it's an adapter which goes onto the tap nicely. So where to buy this, as you can see on the screen, Screwfix or Toolstation, you've got a couple of easy options you can put onto the tap. So I'll put the adapter onto the tap at the front, and now the adapter for the connector of the pipe, the final one, the 3/4 inch thread, that goes on, and I've tightened that up. Let's see if it works. Let's connect the hose onto this tap connector. Let's see if that clicks on fine. Yeah, that looks absolutely fine. So that all fits. Okay, so the way I'm going to use it, I'm going to need this pipe, the hose, to be connected to the connection at the back with the smaller lever. So I'm undoing it now. All the connections I put on, because it was clearer to show you on the camera at the front one. So all of that pre-made connection, the reducer, the tap connector, and the hose connector, all has now gone on to the back side of the tap, the connection at the back. Front will take back what we removed earlier, what came with the tap, the 1/2 inch taps connector, the front, the nozzle. Alright, so now let's try and turn on the tap where the hose is connected, and see if the water's coming out. So let us see, the valve is now on, and we'll twist the nozzle and see if water comes out, if it's working fine. And yep, it does. The water's coming out fine, pressure's good, so all looks absolutely fine. And still, there's no leak on the turret, so we're all good. So let's turn this tap and this valve off. That is all we needed to do to put this tap on. All in all, the tap is a very good quality. Just that little difference in the thread size is something you need to buy an adapter for. Otherwise, it's a good tap. The reason I put a twin outlet tap is that the setup I've got flower bed underneath the tap, which I run the front tap for, and let it water the flower bed while I use the hose to water the rest of the flowers around at a bit of distance. So that's all for this tap. If you've liked the video, please share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload any new videos. And until the next one, I will see you in the next video.